HOA president broke into my lake cabin, didn't expect it was rigged with motion-triggered alarms. The air was thick with the scent of pine and betrayal. My lake cabin, a weathered sanctuary on the edge of Karen Lake, was my escape from the suffocating grip of the Willow Creek HOA. I'd bought this place to breathe, to paint, to forget the world where neighbors weaponized bylaws. But last summer, that peace shattered. It started with a letter from Richard Hensley, the HOA president. His words, cloaked in fake politeness, demanded I repaint my cabin's faded blue exterior to comply with community standards. I ignored it. This wasn't their turf. The cabin sat just outside their jurisdiction. But Richard wasn't one to let defiance slide. His emails escalated, condescending, then threatening. Non-compliance affects property values, he wrote. I laughed, tossing the emails into my digital trash. My cabin was mine, not his. Then the rumors started. Neighbors whispered about Richard's inspections, his late-night drives past properties, his obsession with control. I didn't care until I caught him skulking near my dock at midnight, flashlight in hand, peering through my windows. That's when I rigged the cabin. Motion-triggered alarms, silent but deadly, wired to my phone and a local security firm. If Richard wanted to play dictator, I'd be ready. The night it happened, I was at the cabin, sketching by candlelight. My phone buzzed at 2:17 a.m., the alarm app screaming, "Intruder alert." My heart slammed against my ribs. I grabbed my flashlight and crept to the window. There he was, Richard, crowbar in hand, prying at my back door. His face, usually smug, was twisted with determination. The alarms hadn't gone off audibly. They were designed to notify me first. I had minutes before security arrived. I flung the door open, flashlight blinding him. "What the hell are you doing, Richard?" My voice trembled with rage. He froze, crowbar dangling. "This cabin's an eyesore. I'm ensuring compliance." His excuse was pathetic, his eyes darting like a trapped animal. "Compliance?" I spat. "You're breaking in." The standoff was electric. He stepped closer, crowbar raised, not threatening but defiant. "You think you're above the rules, Clara? You're ruining our community." His voice cracked, revealing something deeper: desperation, maybe obsession. I held my ground, heart pounding, the flashlight shaking in my grip. Then a rustle in the trees. Both our heads snapped toward the sound. Out stepped Lila, the quiet widow who lived down the lane. She was the last person I expected, meek, always avoiding HOA meetings. But her eyes burned with something fierce. In her hand was a phone, recording everything. "Put it down, Richard," Lila said, her voice steady. "I've got you on video, breaking and entering. You're done." The twist hit like a gut punch. Lila, the invisible neighbor, had been watching Richard's antics for months. She'd seen his late-night prowls, heard his rants about standards. She'd had enough. Her husband, she later told me, had been bullied by Richard years ago, driven to sell their first home. This was her revenge. Richard's face drained of color. The crowbar clattered to the ground. "Lila, you don't understand." "I understand enough." She cut him off. "Clara's not the problem. You are." Sirens wailed in the distance. Security was closing in. Richard bolted, stumbling into the woods, but it was too late. The police caught him half a mile away, sweating and cursing. The video went viral in our small town, shared across X and local forums. Richard's reign was over. The HOA board dissolved him as president within days. His reputation shattered. But the victory tasted bitter. The cabin, once my haven, felt tainted. Every creak in the floorboards reminded me of that night, of Richard's crowbar, of the violation. I sold it a month later, unable to shake the ghosts. Lila and I grew close, bonded by that night. But even her quiet strength couldn't erase the loss. The community was quieter without Richard. But the scars of his control lingered. Neighbors divided, trust fractured. I learned Richard wasn't just a power-hungry bureaucrat. He'd been drowning in debt, using HOA fines to fund his failing business. His obsession with my cabin wasn't about paint. It was about control, a desperate grasp at authority in a life spiraling out of his hands. Knowing this didn't make me hate him less, it made the whole thing sadder. The lake sparkles now, reflecting a sky I no longer see. I drive by sometimes, wondering if the new owners know the cabin's story. It's just a house to them, not a battlefield. I hope they find peace there, the kind I lost. What would you do if your sanctuary was invaded? Fight, flee, or forgive? Share your thoughts on where justice lies in this clash of control and freedom.